Hello.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Tea Time Talks. We are making a bit of a change to it. However, here is EFAG to give you the explanation.
I don't think I want to now. I mean,
Ethan, please.
you treated me like a lesser human being, Alan, and to be honest, I don't need that.
I'm sorry.
I believe him, Alan.
Your apology is accepted. Last time, Alan was supposedly meant to get us out of limbo, ended up killing us all, and now
Right.
we're in heaven.
Which is nice,
And,
because we can do anything we want.
in
Unleash our
heaven,
imagination.
We met the other half of Team Potassium, who is now sitting with me on this comfy sofa over there.
Who is actually
Introduce yourself.
long lost and found Jacob.
So, Ethan, do you want to... Do we start with stories now? Or are we just... What are we doing?
We are doing... We can,
Anything.
It's a proper talk thing now, so we can talk about games, we can talk about films, we can talk about stories.
Oh, I've got a thing.
Even talk about our day if we wish.
Are you
we're
gonna...
not
Are
gonna
you
do
lot
that.
gonna get Titanfall?
Hell yes. I
I'm
am
gonna
so
get it,
excited for
but I'm not
Titanfall.
gonna get it until I get my new graphics card, because... For obvious
'Cause you're
reasons, if I
terrible
load the
graphics card.
menu, it'll crash.
It
and
will
it'll
set
say,
fire.
blue screen will pop up say, Lel, you have got bad graphics, you cannot play Titanfall.
There is a problem with it.
Go on.
I'm gonna wait for it to come out on what you call it, disc, because at the moment the download is 40 gigs.
What?
Holy hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it on disc.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty sure Battlefield 4 was like 30 something, wasn't it?
No, it's 26, I think.
Oh, that's interesting.
There's a new game coming out.
Oh
what's
well,
that?
thanks.
What's that?
You faggot.
No one cares, Alan.
Oh, is it what's it called?
Infamous.
Infamous Second Son.
Yes.
I want to play that.
Comes out
I've
in
been-
March sometime. I'm looking
Are
forward
you
to
gonna
it.
get Dark Souls 2?
Yep.
Nah.
There's a second one coming out.
Yeah, there's a second
Yeah.
one, and
No.
from what I've heard, Dark Souls is probably the most irritating game you can ever play.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna get it because of the rage.
Because, like, I think it was the last level with that weird monster thing. It took ages to defeat it. So people
It
were like,
is a pretty
nah,
rage game.
Dark Souls is not good.
Did any of you play Last of Us?
Yep.
I played Last of Us, and it lagged terribly. Because of reasons.
Hold on, so you can run Battlefield 4, you can't run The Last of Us, though.
Well, I can run Last of Us, I just can't run it at a decent frame rate, as what you would call decent.
Okay.
The
I never knew it was on computer.
limits of which you fellow people consider being the... I can't even speak now. Being the recommended is like 6 times as much as I can handle. So what Josh says, because Josh doesn't know anything. Josh
That is
says
true.
that Josh says that everyone should have at least 600 FPS when playing a game. Anything under that is just bad.
He doesn't have 600 FPS anytime ever.
Even on Minecraft,
I
nothing.
can guarantee that.
He says he gets
Um,
like 300 on Battlefield 4, but I highly doubt
Let's
that.
stop talking about the douchebag.
No.
I bring up Last of Us because apparently they're making a film. Which
They
I'm
are-
excited.
Do you reckon it'll do as good as the game did? Like, selling wise?
Yes, I
Wait,
do.
Didn't Last of Us win like a big award or something?
It
They
did.
won lots of awards.
Several,
It's
yeah.
so
And
many
then
awards. it's
Leonardo
unbelievable.
DiCaprio's just sat there like, I still have no Oscar.
Where's my Oscar?
Why did
They're also-
why did a piece of code put onto a disc get an Oscar and I didn't? I starred in Titanic.
It was a terrible film. Don't watch it.
But to be fair, Left 4 Dead was Left 4
I'm gonna
Dead.
spoil the Titanic.
Wow, I suck. The Last of Us was amazing.
But what do you think about video game movies anyway? Because if
They're making a Minecraft one, aren't they?
yeah, not just
That's stupid.
it's probably not going to
That's
do well.
never gonna work.
Well,
How
if you look at the Lego Movie, that did good-ish in terms of money, but loads of people complaining that it's got a very very bad storyline. It doesn't. Oh, I don't know.
They
It's
can
like
do
a-
300. I
Right.
can't wait.
Two games
Hey.
made into movies, which I absolutely hate, and everyone absolutely hates to be movies. One of them being the Max Payne movie, I think.
Yeah,
and
it's a shit film.
There was
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
What was it called? Silent Hill. I mean,
That's a
the
good
film
film.
was all right, but I'm not sure it did actually fit to the story.
No, it did. It
Did it?
didn't. Like, it had Pyramid
That's
Head,
it.
the big,
Oh,
big.
I like
fucking
Pyramid
guy.
Head. And
Having
he's
some of the same
probably
creatures isn't the same.
the
It's
number
sticking to
one
the story.
worst film, which was based off a video game,
Oh.
has to be Super Mario Bros.
I think it's kind of a hit and the miss, because you often get movies turned into games which are awful.
Yeah,
Like-
they're
Oh
making
god,
like
Spider-Man
Mario Bros.
ones.
What?
302.
Spider-Man's
think
awesome.
if they
Sam Raimi
take-
ones are the best.
I think if they take Left 4 Dead, Jesus
Left
Christ,
to be deaf.
if they take The Last of Us, and they take it on a different direction, get new characters, and they pull it off, I will be very happy, and I think they can do it.
If
Well,
they
it's like
had,
The
listen,
Last of Us had an amazing plot line, so the film wouldn't be too difficult to do.
do you reckon the film would go along the same storyline, or do you reckon it'd go on a different one?
It'll go on a different one. But the problem is what you said, Jacob. The plot line of the game was so awesome and unique. How can they come up with something else with a different scenario
This is
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
that can happen and be just as good?
If
They
they
need to make a game of 300 because I really want a game of 300. That'd be
Stop
amazing.
talking about 300 for a
would
second,
it
Jesus.
would it be a bit the same
That
as
is a big
Shogun 2? Like you would have like big layout of all of your
I
team.
imagine so. Well, no, I don't think so because 300 is a specific thing, but Shogun is.
Awesome.
Another thing I was talking about with when they're making the Last of Us movie, if they do make it, if they were going to stick with the characters they had in the game, who would you have to play those characters?
Oh, what's his name? I can't remember. He was a good actor.
That helps a lot.
Thank you,
Alan.
Al. Thank you.
Caprio.
No,
All
Leonardo
of them
DiCaprio.
played by
Not-
Caprio.
Oh,
Caprio just puts a wig on. I am a girl now.
not Quentin Tarantino. He's a bloody director. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Nick Cage.
No.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
done.
Yes.
Nick Cage,
Morgan Freeman.
an ultimate BAFTA award.
Nick Cage plays
Morgan
all
Freeman
of the
for-
zombies.
Morgan Freeman plays all the black men in the entire thing.
Oh, okay. When do
Oh.
you reckon? Is another thing. When do you reckon Half-Life 3 is coming out?
Never.
I've seen
next
loads
year.
of promo pictures.
They've made TF2, they've made Half-Life 2, they've made Portal 2. They haven't made a 3 of anything.
Come on, Valve. I bet you can't make a trilogy. I
They
bet my
can't-
life on it.
they don't have the knowledge to count to 3.
Oh.
Oh.
Problem is,
You
if
went
they
there.
make a third game,
They're going to have to
we
make
lose
a
our
third-
jokes. No
Mm.
one can say
Half-Life
"Ha,
3
you can't
confirmed."
count to 3. This is hilarious.
Yeah, but then you just see Half-Life 6 confirmed.
Yeah.
I think they could toy with people a lot with Half-Life 3, and they'll still come back.
I saw a picture of this weird old man, and it said, had the picture of the Half-Life 3 logo in the bottom, it said, "Fight for the third." And I'm just thinking to myself, no.
What a wonderful world. Basically,
Just
Shell
space
could come
console.
back, but they could also get a new character.
What if they brought
It
in...
doesn't end. It
Now, this is
doesn't
gonna
have
sound-
to end.
This is going to sound a bit really,
Yeah,
really,
they
really
could make it called
stupid.
Dosglow.
What if, this is going to sound really, really stupid, what if they bring in, I've forgotten his name now, the Freeman guy from Half-Life.
Gordon Freeman.
Gordon
Because-
Freeman.
Gordon Freeman.
Him and Chell both don't speak,
He-
so it would make sense.
Hmm.
But
Sure.
apparently, I've seen loads
So
of
he
weird...
goes from Black Mesa to Aperture.
Yeah.
What was your best Half-Life sort of? You know, you got like Half-Life, like the police one even me and you played.
Police one.
Blue Shift.
Yeah, like all of those. Which one do you think?
All the
was
mods.
best?
They're
Yeah,
hidden. I love the hidden.
Oh, we're not on about the mods. We're on about the DLCs.
yeah.
I realised-
But I only played Blue Shift and I've not finished that.
What would you say if they made a Portal movie?
It'd be shit.
I
I
I
think
would
that'd be
enjoy it. I think it. Well, actually, I don't know because
It wouldn't have any like storyline or any. It'd be really bad.
watching people play with portals isn't as good as playing
I
with
think
portals.
a Portal TV show would be a bit more effective than a film, because a film would just be like whatever.
What
these
you mean,
people-
like a series?
Yeah, because at the moment Portal is just going through tests, and putting it as a TV series, you could have like every episode that could do a different test.
Yeah,
Or
that'd be.
what you
that'd
could
be
do
fun.
is you could have it so they've actually like what they've tested in the Aperture Science Labs is actually in the real world, and you can see
Yeah.
how they're working.
Wait, I'm confused. If
So like Aperture Science has taken the next step and started giving out their products,
Yeah.
and people
what,
are
what I don't
using them.
understand, right? What is it that makes the portal gun work? I mean, it has to be a white surface, but aren't
It's,
they layered
moon
like
dust.
moon?
Moon
Yeah.
dust.
Moon
Yeah.
dust.
So
Yeah.
after I think it was Portal 1, when Chell escaped, why didn't she take the portal gun with her? Would it not have worked on anything else? Like if you went to a
It
white
only
wall,
works on moon stuff.
so
what
she could
what are
have
you
put-
talking about?
If at the end of Portal 1,
Yeah.
or Portal 1, if Chell had escaped, she put like the portal gun in her pocket and nobody knew. She went out. Would she still be able to fire it at the moon?
Yes.
That's
Would she
the
be able to
only
fire
thing.
the?
Though.
Would she be able
But she would have nowhere else
Mm.
to fire it because not much is made out of moon dust nowadays.
What if
Well, I beg to differ.
Especially since it's poisonous, as we learned from Cave Johnson.
oh, we learned a lot from Cave Johnson.
Make life take the lemons back.
I was gonna say, no, who do you think you are? Giving Cave Johnson lemons? I
I want to
understand
take
now.
a film of Red Dead. That'd be amazing.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That pretty
agree.
much is a film though.
No,
I
it's
never
not.
completed Red Dead, but I had
Really?
fun.
You need to.
I-
If they did that and then make a second one, Undead Nightmare, that'd be insane. I'd love them to make that.
Speaking of the
And
characters that
Assassin's
you love to
Creed.
listen to,
Oh,
Borderlands 2. They need to
Borderlands
make a
2.
film.
If they make a Borderlands film,
I'm really looking forward to the new Tales of the Borderlands from Telltale.
what?
You know
Yeah.
the people who made Walking Dead
Yeah.
game, not the crappy one, the interactive one.
yeah.
It's like a
So
story, and you
it's not
choose
Survival
decisions.
Instinct then, the one I paid £40 to get and realised it was
Oh
absolutely
God,
rubbish.
you
It
paid
was
for that.
awful.
You are terrible.
That was
guy.
a terrible game.
Although I did
That's-
sell it, I sold it to my next door neighbour for more than I bought it for.
Yeah, well, that's alright then.
Winning.
They took two really good characters, and they made an awful game.
It was Daryl and Merle.
His brother Merle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, have you not seen the Telltale one?
Yeah, of course I have.
It's
I
like a
played.
story.
I
Oh,
remember
good.
cutting Lee's arm off.
Tales of the Borderland.
Is it
Um,
related to Borderlands in any way?
It is. It's well, not the game and the
Is it like the start bit where it's like telling you about the thing? Is it going to be like that?
I'm not entirely sure. It's been like there's some things there's two players that you play as,
Right.
and they're basically, you play in Borderlands. You
What's
play
happening?
basically a badass who can do anything, and you just own it up.
Mm.
But in this, you play like two basically scoundrels who aren't amazing, and they can't do all this stuff. But it's
I've
Well,
heard of that. It's like
story.
basically what happened. Like the other people who try to be the treasure hunter people, and they were
Yeah.
Oh,
terrible.
so it's the other Vault Hunters basically.
What
Yeah.
are you gonna do? You know the guy on the front cover of Borderlands?
Oh
I've
god.
forgotten his name. If he,
Is it Handsome Jack?
I'm not sure. If he teamed up with Vars from Far Cry 3
I would and GLaDOS.
and GLaDOS, yeah.
That would
They
be amazing.
Unstoppable. Yeah, and what was I saying?
I have no clue.
Oh, yeah,
my mug is
basically-
back. My mug is back.
Basically, the story is a big fish. This is how they explain it. Big fish
little
version.
cardboard box.
So
I
they're
had to make that joke.
they're telling you what happened from their point of view. So they're like bigging it up. They're like, it's how they remember it.
Yeah.
Put that damn milk down, you madman.
I like milk. My dad he was born epileptic. He's prone to seizures like almost all the time, and yet when I showed him GTA 4, he was like, "Screw these seizures! I'm playing games now." And now 24/7, I go over to his house. He's still got my Xbox there. He's playing games. It pops up with a message saying, "Do not play if you're prone to seizures." He still plays the game.
He is a madman.
Well, I have an image of him with the Xbox controller having a seizure in his chair, and then it stops and he plays it some more.
It's just like he's just sat there like, a game,
That is determination.
and then he's fine.
That is determination.
Okay, right. So what have we talked about so far? We're coming up to like 25 minutes. I'm
A
not sure if
lot
you
of
wanna...
games.
We've talked about games being turned to movies. We've talked about Tales. Oh, that
Sales
reminds
of
me of
thought.
something.
Yes.
You know the new Sonic the Hedgehog TV show?
We do.
What?
No.
I do.
What?
Sonic Boom or something.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
Yeah, well, first, yeah, it looks terrible. Second of all, there's two things. One, Knuckles has definitely skipped leg day.
Yeah.
By this picture you can see right next to me. I'm going to put it up on the screen. And if you've ever noticed throughout all the Sonic games, Sonic's legs get 2 times longer, or maybe even 5 times longer every time you do it. So, 2014, his legs are very long. So in 2100, right?
Oh God.
He's going to
He's
be.
gonna look
over
like
the hip.
Alan.
He's going to go the size. He's going to stay the same sort of like stock size and all that sort of stuff. It's just his legs are going to be the size of 2 Eiffel Towers.
There's like weird videos on YouTube, like Sonic the Hedgehog Dark, and it's literally Sonic and Knuckles on steroids.
There's a couple of films I'm wanting to talk about. I think me and Alan are actually going to go see them.
Sit down.
One of them, I think, being the new Transformers: Age of Extinction. We want to go see that, don't we, Alan?
The Mad Dinosaurs.
I will see it with you
I
because I
will
like
see that
dinosaurs.
with you. We,
Yes.
we
No,
will
it's
with
only
you.
me and Kai. We're going to a secluded
But-
location.
No,
But-
it's a
but-
family.
River.
It's a family outing.
Yeah, because
You
I am.
can't-
I
can
am.
Can we get a
You're
can we get a
in
family ticket? Can we get a family ticket? Me and even the parents, you and Kai.
Yeah.
Right. What we have to do is, you and Alan can go on stilts, and you can be inside like a giant coat, with like a big mustache and some
No,
glasses
Kyle,
and
what
top
you have
hat.
to do is, if we pretend that we're 14, then that
No,
means
basically,
can
we
do
get a
that.
giant trench coat. I get on Alan's shoulders, and we put the trench coat over and we close it so you can't see Alan. And I'll put a fake mustache on
to go see the film?
and a pair of dark sunglasses, and I'll speak in a really deep voice.
Can we have an Italian accent, please?
Yes, definitely. I
And then
can't
the
do it.
security guard comes over, he pulls the coat off, and it's just our bodies just fused together, and he goes, "Oh God." Yeah, so we want to go see that because I think, number one, Mark Wahlberg's in it, which is good. Because we don't have.
I wish for
Better
Morgan
than
Freeman to
LaBeouf.
play
yeah, we
Megatron.
don't have Shia LaBeouf now, do we?
no, I don't like him.
Oh.
I like Shia LaBeouf.
Well, no.
I
He's
wish
alright.
for Morgan Freeman
Another thing
to be
is-
Transformer.
Morgan Freeman just turns up, says,
But I do prefer Mark Wahlberg. He's a beast.
Right.
Yeah.
Back to what we were going about. The reason I want to go see TF4 is the amount of homage to G1 that is in this, because first of all you've got the Dinobots with Grimlock and all it, but Michael Bay has sort of Michael Bayified them, so they're obviously not going to talk. Hopefully.
Oh, sad face.
Another thing is, if you've ever watched the new trailer, the teaser trailer, I'm going to put like a little, I don't know, put a little video here. You see when there's this big rusty truck getting hauled up by Mark Wahlberg, or I think his name is like, what's his name? Cade or something.
Yeah.
It's
Odd
the
name.
same truck that Optimus is in G1, so it's like the flat-nosed.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
cool.
like it's quite rusty as well. So when he walks in, it's like he's full of bullets, and then he opens up the door and he goes, "What's happened to you?" Well, the bullets fall out. So when the Texas people come along and say, "Where's Optimus Prime? Give him here now, because he's ours," he bursts out the door, begins shooting everywhere, and he looks amazing. Yeah,
Why not?
another film I went to go see. Now, loads of people are going to criticize me on this. Now, I loved the Sam Raimi versions of this film, and loads of people are complaining about the sequel because
Get the
of
fuck
its.
away from me.
You know what I'm going to talk about, don't you?
What?
Lots
Go
of people
ahead,
are complaining that CG is awful. Now,
Yeah.
they're only complaining about this because they've seen it in the clips and the trailers. Well, if you look at Transformers 4, the little Super Bowl thing, the CG wasn't very good. Now, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, you're going to criticize me on this as being
Oh
a
my
really, really awful
God.
Go
fanboy.
to hell.
I am going to see that because...
I'm gonna see that.
I
What's
might
wrong
just
with
come along
Spider-Man
so I
2?
can shout abuse to it.
What's
So
wrong
I
with
was-
what's
I
wrong
liked
with
the
it?
first one and I liked
The
the,
first
second
one,
one.
the first
I
one was
don't
good.
want
It was
another
dark.
one.
It was gritty. It was more like Batman, and it told
Yeah.
his origin story. This one just seems too happy.
I like the one with the big guy
Oh.
with the spikes coming out the back.
I like the new Spider-Man. Before he
I
was
also,
like,
I also like the black Spider-Man.
I like Spider-Man until it says the Amazing Spider-Man.
Well, that was his original name, Jacob. So
How too childish.
he's gone by lots of different names. He's been
it's
well,
because
Peter
they're all
Parker-
different stories. They're
Yeah,
all
he's
I
different.
been-
do like the actor who plays Peter Parker. He's
Andrew Garfield?
yeah, he's a good actor.
If you were to look at the new clip, because they're putting out too many clips for this movie, and
Yeah,
for me, I think it's good, but loads of people saying
Trailers revealed way too much now.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I'm not watching any of
They
it
put
because I'm
in
really
a clip,
forward to it.
and now people are like, there's two sides to the Spider-Man character. There's the dark and gritty, I'm serious sort of side, and then there's the fun and humorous side. There's one where he's sort of he's trying to chase the guy who's going to play the Rhino in this truck, and he's trying to catch all these little potassium tubes, and he's like, yeah, come here, no, you're not going anywhere. He's hanging from this roof, like, the CG looks like it's been made out of plastic, obviously, but I don't mind that. He's like swinging around. They've brought more humour into this one.
I like the
think.
humour, to be honest.
I mean, he's supposed to be, that's why he wasn't allowed in the Avengers, because he was...
Because everyone's too serious. I don't get that because they're not very serious in the Avengers. They're always taking the piss out of each other, basically.
Yeah, Tony goes over to Thor. He says,
Doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
Yeah, he's just like the guy in the background, laughing at
Tony
everyone.
Stark is the best person alive.
Robert Downey Jr. If they
Yes,
they
he
want
is
to,
amazing.
in Avengers 2, Robert Downey Jr. has been cast for a 3-picture deal, which is basically he stands on for 3 movies, which is
Yeah.
Avengers 1, 2, and 3.
But how does that work? Because he blew up all his suits and stuff.
No, because he kept one. Did
Oh.
you
He
not
did.
watch?
He's still Iron Man.
Yeah.
They're not going to get
He
rid of
just
him.
say it's his last line at the end of the movie. No one could take it away from me. I am Iron Man.
And then like 2 seconds later, it fades to black and goes, Iron Man will return.
Anyway, I think that is a good place to stop it.
I think it is too.
We've been going on for a while. We'll stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gone on for
this
36
is like our new podcast, sort of gaming podcast thing. So I hope you've all enjoyed. And
Have a melon.
Oh, melon,
ow!
guys.
Why would you? Ow!
Eat melons. Fruit's good. Go to school, kids.
Go to school, yeah.
Ignore everything you're taught because it's like,
Yeah.
You know what I think?
what do you think?
Let's tell you.
Start.